I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 21.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Guys, pick it up. 48 for Mike. Here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be full. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Alabama. Mike's 40. Not here. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. 60's Mike.
Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare. Kill.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
It's a loss of 5. brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Cut. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Check pass. Wide. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
17 yards.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Buccaneers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 30 on second down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ravens 21. Buccaneers 14.
Watch the whip. Check it, reload. Motion.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, keep it up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Hey.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
40's a Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 43. Go Bandit. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Brady going to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Goal at the 7.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hold this. Alert! Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. Hey, ball 66.
To throw is Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the back rim.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, here's Fournette. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, 66. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. I got you, son.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
48 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48. Hey.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike middle. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now a timeout taken.
Mark Andrews.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, just like that.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Buccaneers 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's not going to get me.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shift.
25, check 25, check 25.
Kill.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 40's Mike.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Hey, tight. Alert!
For the city like the championships, all my records
So that'll back him up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Forty's the mic. Help him.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm coming.
40's Mike. 40. Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Complete to Mike
That
Evans.
catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And here's Jackson on the option, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made
Brandon, all
at the
things
24-yard
considered,
line.
they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Too little, cut. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Right there. 40's Mike. You gonna go night-night? Don't go night-night.
Mike 40. Mike 40.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after Ozzy.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Jackson to throw on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
To Mark Andrews.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is...
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 31, Buccaneers 24.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Under crunch. Both 50. Both bandit.
Throwing again. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed, It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, go 66.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You don't know no better. Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch, switch. Give me green Linda. Screaming. Safety screaming.
Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brady's
Picked off down near the 5. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd
No
down.
gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He's going deep from... It got his man. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 83 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker lining
And this
up
is
for the
obviously
extra point.
quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
40's Mike, 40's Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Win the rep, let's go, right here. Hey, check it. Yeah, check, hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. Let me do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch a slap, watch a slap.
From the gun, Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, here we go. Check Mike 40, check Mike 40. Hey, let's get this.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. 40. Set. Wide, 80. Switch up, switch up. Check, check. Sugar.
Brady going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady to throw again. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set him back 5. Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Baltimore, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.